Las Vegas. This is a place where I always talk great things about it because Vegas is one of the places where they're getting the Google event. They're getting big tech events. Startups are moving to Vegas. But here's the thing, Vegas houses are kind of in a bubble right now. And it's kind of scary to look at this kind of stuff. Now, we're going to be going through all sorts of different data and my reasoning why Las Vegas home may actually take a massive dump. Because right now, if you guys don't know, 80% of American households are in a worse financial position than they were before the pandemic. At first, after the pandemic, with the 0% rates, everyone was lit. People were buying cryptocurrencies like crazy. People over leveraging on Airbnbs like it was no tomorrow. But now, it just seems like most people are just taking massive hits on a daily basis. And hey, 4 out of 5 American households, they're not really in a good position. And this is where the high interest rates come in. If you guys don't know what's going on, interest rates are nearing 8% for the 30-year. And the 15 year is like 6-7%. It's extremely high, and the chances of another person buying a house right now is very low. Mortgage applications are super down bad. If you look at some of these homes in Vegas, there's a bunch of them, and we're looking at like the suburban homes. There's homes everywhere, and there's also new construction communities being built like every single day. Just look at the homes built like recently, right? That is a lot of dots. And many of these dots are not just one single home, but many of them promote a whole entire community of homes. So yeah, look at all these homes. You even got like the super cheap ones. And you also have like the pretty expensive ones like these. They sell like almost $500,000 condos. And look at this, right? You already have a 6.6K price cut for these units. It's like the 11th price cut of the day, and they're still cutting prices so they can actually sell these condos, which, by the way, not a lot of people want these. Imagine spending $400K in like suburban Vegas for just something like this, and nobody is really going to pay for it. And like I said, many of these units and many of these condos were actually built during the pandemic, like 2020, 2021, 2022, during low rates. And now with all these units finishing up, they don't know who they could sell these units to. You have a bunch of new construction properties like these. You would probably offer them a very cheap price, maybe 4 or 5% off, and they probably say yes to this. They're building thousands of these homes, which not everyone can afford, right? And like I said, if you just look at like the secondhand home market, it's like massive. There's just red dots everywhere. There's like whole entire condos in downtown Vegas for sale, which also nobody really wants. Not to mention, if you look around, the property taxes are going up and the prices are insane. Just a 5-year period, some of these homes go up almost 100%. Like in 2018, this home was sold for $260K. Now it's being listed for sale for over $400,000. And the house looks like this. It's a 3-room, 2-bath, a small suburban house in North Las Vegas. Nothing super special about this, but they're selling this for a crazy high price when just a few years ago, it was less than $300,000. So you kind of get the idea and the frustration a lot of homeowners are going towards. And even with high interest rates, they're still somewhat maintaining these insanely high prices, which I am honestly very, very amazed how people are actually pretty cool with some of these prices. But recently, word turns out that many of the homes are actually dropping in price because nobody is buying a home right now. Mortgage demand drops to the lowest level since 1996. Interest rates are heading towards 8%. And Vegas homes are just one of the many cities in the United States where people are just no longer buying any sort of homes, right? If you look at the Bay Area, San Francisco, Oakland, all those different cities, you see a lot of people refusing to buy homes. Homes are dropping like a rock. Oakland's rent is down 7.2% in the past few months. San Francisco can't even build any homes because nobody wants them. There's already massive skyscraper projects being canceled in Seattle, San Francisco, Oakland, San Diego, Las Vegas, and much, much more. And even as hot as Vegas, Miami are, they're actually dropping in price recently. It seems like there just seems to be way too much building. Overbuilding is one of the biggest reasons why homes like these will eventually drop massively in price. And there's a lot of land in Vegas, right? It's basically just a massive desert. And they're continuously to build more and more every single day. Now, will people buy these homes? Probably not. Considering the fact that incomes right now aren't especially high, I mean, look at some of this data, right? Look at the amount of income you need. Pretty much you need like a good 6-figure income job. So you might as well just be a pharmacist or a doctor at this point. Because if you don't get these jobs, you probably won't get a house. And the vast majority of us don't have this sort of money. And look around. There's already massive companies being laying off employees. Employees making six figs at Meta, Alphabet, Microsoft, and the banking industry are all getting laid off. Okay, they're being fired. They're gone. Okay, I know coworkers, I know colleagues who work in certain fields and industries saying they're already laying off people who make a lot of money, like actuaries making six figs. Tech companies, small startups closing down. This is also partly due to recession fears. Demand is super low. You probably have seen oil prices dropping like a rock. And that's because there's basically no demand. So you also have companies conducting these massive layoffs. And this list is only going to keep growing by the day. We already see Amazon laying off almost 20,000 workers. And yes, a lot of these workers are not all fully in the Amazon tech sector. But what about like the banking sector? Charles Schwab has already fired 2,000 employees, right? Goldman Sachs is also downgrading some of their offices and cutting positions. This is not good news. This is what's causing this massive financial burden. Unemployment is up from 3.3 just a few months ago. It's at 3.9. And the most recent welfare numbers and the unemployment numbers and the job numbers kind of shows you that we're probably going to go over 4% by the end of this year. And even Walmart says that their consumers at Walmart are shopping more cautiously because of an impending recession. Because so many people being laid off, the feds don't care about your job. In fact, they want more job rates being completely destroyed because they need inflation to go down. So the feds are doing inflation down, but recession up, and unemployment's going up. So will people be buying like $500,000 one beds in Vegas? Will people be buying like $500,000 two-bed, two-bath houses in Vegas? Probably not. And Vegas is still constructing like crazy. If you're one of the guys out there who want to get a Vegas home, just sit tight and watch, right? You're already seeing a lot of these super big suburban cities. Yes, they're very good suburban cities. Vegas has a great nightlife. If you go to downtown, it's Sin City, right? And then go to the suburbs, you get beautiful new construction houses, low crime, great weather. I guess it's like blazing hot. But what I'm saying here is many of these homes are very nice, right? They're very, very nice homes. But is it like $500,000 nice when it was just like 40% off a few years ago? Houses don't go up that fast in value. So we're seeing this massive bubble situation going on. We could be seeing a massive drop in the price of some of these Vegas houses, and not just Vegas, guys, and a lot of other places like Nashville, like Cincinnati, like Miami. If you're one of those guys who want to buy a home, just sit tight and wait, right? Have a large cash reserve with you. Instead of buying a home right now at these absurdly high prices, why not put it in some treasuries, some CDs? Even Robinhood has a 5% cash management account, which is insanely good. So, see what happens here, okay? Nobody can afford a home right now. Vegas is going down in the dumps. Let's see what's going on.